What's good, y'all? It's your girl Alexis with Recap Sports Focus. We got Coach Big
Yeah,
Boss in the building.
yeah. Recap sports. We in the building. No cap. It's your boy, Coach Big Boss.
Recap, no cap, all facts. You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
Here to discuss Monday Night Football.
Oh
Chargers
wait,
versus the Jets.
oh wait.
Let's talk
I
about the
don't know.
predictions we made, though, real
Oh, I don't know what
quick.
happened.
Because you for
Come
sure,
on.
Cuzzo said
What?
the Jets was finna win that. You said they was gonna be, if
What
I'm not
happened
mistaken, you
to
said
the?
24-23.
Yeah, what happened to the Jets? The jet,
What
the
you mean
jet
what
caught a
happened
flat
to them?
tire.
You know the Jets are trash.
Oh
Stop
no,
it.
come on. Jets don't go out like that. We had it
Come
well,
on.
we got a backup quarterback. No excuses, man. We got a backup quarterback who pretty much ran into some big trouble tonight. No blocking. I don't get it. Coaches, help out your QBs. If you see they're struggling, hand the ball off, dump it out in the flats. But shout out to San Diego Chargers.
LA
Ooh,
Chargers.
excuse me, yes, LA Chargers. Boy, did they play hard tonight. Whether everybody was flying to the ball, 11 hats to the ball. I got to give a big ups to that defense tonight. Big
Man,
up to A-Bear.
the Chargers defense was great today. I mean, the Jets had 3 turnovers.
Yeah, you would think that they was mad at the Jets. Did
Oh,
y'all
they was
say it in trash?
angry. They was angry.
Yeah.
They
Did
said
y'all do it
we
in
popping
trash
off.
talking?
They said we popping off. Don't sleep on the middleman is what they said at they 4-4 record. So
No,
don't sleep on
that
them.
I really believe that the Jets did some trash talking somewhere. Somebody talked about somebody's mama or something. Yeah, they beat you up at your house.
In the words of Coach Prime, it's personal.
It was big time personal today. They were
Say
tackling with
it was playing rough. I was like, okay,
yeah,
I
they were
love to see
tackling
it.
with a Vince. Hey, you know what? I just got a call like I see it. California. The Cali came up in there and wrecked up shop. Don't say Cali soft now. I
They
just
gave
want to
a
let
West
you know.
Coast special.
Oh, wait. And I was rooting for the Jets. Let's break it down, Alexis. I tell you, I really thought that they would have a better game plan. I'm watching the coach. He's numb on the sideline. No facial expression when his team gets in trouble. He ain't pacing up and down the sideline. He's trying to be Mr. Cool, but you
No
got
heart.
Mr. Beat up. Yeah, you got to talk to your team. I never seen him call one time out, bring the troops over, gather them together. I mean, I'm starting to wonder: is this a position for you, Robert Saleh? Now, you should have stayed with the San Francisco 49ers. You went to the Super Bowl with the San Francisco 49ers. You went back to the NFC Championship. You should have stayed home. But I understand these coaches, they get an opportunity to be a head coach, they have to go for it.
But
Well,
we talked about this though, because it's like you don't always have to go for it. If you got a
I
formula
don't think
that's
so.
working and you want to win and go to the Super Bowl and you clearly have gone back to back, why would you leave? Now,
You're absolutely
I'm
right.
not saying never leave, but I mean,
Yeah.
why would you leave in that moment when you have something brewing?
You got a good thing going.
Why
Wait till it
ruin it?
falls
Why
all apart.
leave? Because
Yeah.
then you got to start fresh wherever you go. Like anticipate that you're gonna start fresh, so you know it's
Man,
not gonna be good initially when you go to the next team.
I'm not giving up on you, Coach Robert Saleh. I believe you built something up there. I believe that, you should go in the locker room too and work on your game because your young quarterback needs help. I mean, he does. You got to get him somebody who's going to block for him. Number one. Number
Yeah.
two, he's got to get rid of the ball a little faster. If it's not there, don't stand there Get rid of the football. They teach that in youth sports. You don't see the play. You count 1,001, 1,002, 1,000. By 1,003, you should be throwing the ball out of the stands. Okay, you got to work on him with that. The other thing is, Coach, um, your defense tonight is great, but you got your butts kicked. I mean, just all over the field, so you can't really be mad
Even
for
the
your
special
defense.
teams.
Yeah, no, that was
They a
sloppy.
big one
No
with
way.
the Chargers. Shout out to Darius Davis with a great touchdown from the punt return.
Oh
It was
yeah,
great.
he got to hand that to him. That was him. And great blocking, great open field running. He saw the hole,
Man, he was gone.
got to it, and once he got down the sideline, he turned on the jets. I did notice the speed of the LA Chargers. I'm so used to them being in San Diego. I did notice the speed of the Chargers. They seemed like they were just a little faster. Now, I don't know about you, Alexis, but if you know that the history of the football field in New York has a tarp that gets a lot of players hurt. 2 years ago, when the 49ers went their first game of the season, that's when Nick Bosa tore his ACL. We had 3 players get hurt that same day. First game of the season, I believe it was. And so, or maybe second, whatever. But the
Mhm.
bottom line is that field has been known to get people hurt. I don't know what it is, but today it got them kicked in the butt. I know that hurt too.
But the Jets, I mean, they didn't give nothing. Like they didn't have much to give in the first 5 drives.
Yeah, that's just
Punt,
lack of offensive
punt,
plays.
punt,
Yeah.
fumble, fumble. I'm like, well, dang, like
Well,
as soon as you see that, you should already know the outcome of where the game is going.
well, I'm with you. If you see that your quarterback's having problems and you want to help him out, and if you're not getting anywhere, why not just run the ball? Take your chances running the ball. At
It
least you
doesn't
establish.
fail. It never fails. I mean, that's what the running backs are there for.
Yeah, at least establish a run game, whether you get a yard or not.
Agreed.
Off tackle, misdirection, handoff. A quick pitch to the outside. You got some good running backs, and then what kills me is you got Dalvin Cook, a 4-time Pro Bowler who came out of the Minnesota Vikings, and you only let him touch the ball 2 times? That's disrespectful. I guarantee you he's going to want out of there next season if you keep this mess up. A Pro Bowler on the sideline, and this is the thanks he gets. Give that boy, give Dalvin Cook some chances at that backfield. I guarantee you give him 12 to 15 touches, you're gonna see a new spark in your team. But see, it's stuff like that that makes players not want to play for coaches. Now, I don't know what's going on behind the locker room. I mean, it would be nice to see what's going on. I don't know if he's in the coach's doghouse or whatever.
We'll
But
never know until we know. You know how
yeah,
that.
coach, you got to play Dalvin Cook. You need help. That's what you got him for. Why get him there and not use him?
Agreed.
And
And
I
then
saw.
the fact that the Jets are last on third
Yeah.
downs, though,
Well, I saw.
23%.
Yeah, that
That's
is
horrible.
because you got a quarterback who he doesn't, when it comes to third down, he gets excited with happy feet and he
And
sees things that's not
I
there.
can't cut him no slack. It's like, sir, run the ball.
Yeah, you know,
To be
yeah.
23%, y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, it goes to show you that the offensive line is not doing good. Whatever happened to the slants? I mean, no slants, no running back passes. We see that he has speed. Wilson has speed, but that pass rush was coming so strong tonight. Got to
He was the
give.
only thing keeping the offense alive.
Well, it, it, it was
Garrett Wilson.
it was a long night.
But shout out, and it was because shout out to Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. Ooh,
Did you see that sack at the end of the third quarter though?
oh, that was painful.
I said, "Oh, I know that hurt."
That was painful.
I
And
know
did he fumble the ball also? Did he knock the ball out of his hand?
not during that sack, but they did in the first half with those 2 turnovers when they fumbled it.
Painful. Joey Bosa, you got to give Big Joey credit, showing his little brother how things are done up here. Yeah, you got the big
Yeah.
paycheck, but you got to put the work in, Nick. You got to get sacks, make plays. I mean, pressures are one thing, but you need sacks. But I want to tell you, he as Joey Bosa, you would have think they would have double teamed him like they do his little brother. They just let him come
But
up
they
against
just letting him loose like he ain't no threat.
man, like he wasn't no threat. He said, "Put some respect on my name. I'm a Bosa out here."
Right. We don't play with this last name.
Yeah, man, put some respect on my name. So,
And that's it just making me like observe like some of the players. I'm like, dang, you don't even need to be on that team no more. We could use a boat. We could use a Bosa on Dallas for real, for real.
Yes, you could. Ooh, we to help out with Dexter Lawrence and help out with
You
your
said
boy.
Dexter Lawrence.
I mean, excuse me, what's his
DeMarcus.
DeMarcus. You guys used to have a Dexter on that team. I can't remember.
I
But
was like,
yeah,
I ain't
help
heard
out.
that name in a long time. You don't know too many Dexters.
Yeah, help out with DeMarcus Lawrence. But you got he's holding his own. But you got Big Mike on the other end. Now Michael played his butts off in that game. Michael decided he was gonna let his presence be felt. I shout out to Michael Parsons wearing those double ones.
That's a special number.
Yeah, legendary Penn States.
And then
Double one.
And then we definitely got to give a shout out to Allen, who had a great spin catch in the fourth quarter, around 11 minutes.
Did you see that catch? Unbelievable.
It was giving me figure skating. I was like, wait a minute.
Unbelievable, man. Allen, where'd you, man,
Where'd you learn that at? Did you practice that in the pool? Like,
man,
what?
That was a cross between
that was gymnastics.
Yeah, that was a cross between some gymnastics and some
and figure skating. I don't know what he did. Skating. It was nice. You know?
Yeah, so I was like, did he just catch that great catch, Allen? And he bounced up and let the crowd know about it. I said, oh, it's over.
Yep. He said, I'm that guy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm him. I'm him. What a great catch. I just think that the Jets, I don't really think he came to play. You know, you got to get out of being cheerleaders and rooting in the stands and come on down and play some football. You know, defense, I give you credit. You hung around. You gave them an opportunity. You hung around. And I think the game got out of hand early in the third quarter.
Yes, you know, it did.
You got out of hand.
And this is why my prediction, I had said what I had said at first, because I was like, okay, the Jets defense is doing what they're supposed to do and stopping the Chargers from scoring because they didn't score in the third quarter. So I'm like, okay, I might see that 17-10 score, but then they tore them up in the fourth quarter.
You know, okay, here we are. The Jets get the ball, they're marching downfield. I'm saying, okay, we score right here. We get a score before, before the quarter's out, third quarter. We can get a score right here. We got a chance to put up 2 more tugs in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. If we can get the momentum. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, it looks close. What was it? A 14-6 at the time?
It was 7. It was 7 in the third quarter. 17-6.
17-6. So I think if they score right here, right, it'll be 13-17.
And I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
I'm saying now this looks like it's gonna line up to be 24-23. They get this touchdown right here. Get down there and self-destruct. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, penalty.
Couldn't even get a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 8 penalties. Come on.
Yeah,
Jeff.
well, at the wrong time. I mean, penalties are gonna happen during the game. But then Lexus,
big ones though.
Yeah, and at the wrong time. You were down on what, 10, 12 yard line. Next thing you know, penalty. Next thing you know, sack. Another sack. I'm like, where are you going, son? Throw the ball out of bounds.
Do something.
You know what I felt like saying? I felt like going, Wilson!
Trying to
It
stop it and trying to
it
stop it
reminded
from
me
the
of the
track.
movie. It reminded me of the movie like he's on the island all alone. You know,
That's what you're trying to.
Wilson!
It's like you try to stop the crash, but then it's like, nah, it's too late. They long gone.
Oh, what are you doing? Throw the football.
But it's like, did y'all
Oh,
really think the Jets were gonna be something this season?
well, I didn't think so. I didn't think that they were
Even
going
with
anywhere. I
Aaron
thought that they would
Rodgers?
have, but it's about every game. It's about each game, bringing a team in ready to play a football game, taking it one game at a time. Do I think they're going to win a Super Bowl? No. I thought they were going to be, champions, and they're at least division champs. Maybe they had a shot, but I thought they were going to win, the conference. No, not at all. But you want a team to show up every game and play mistake-free football and give them a
Mhm.
chance to win, but not self-destruct. They could have
Yeah.
easily been in this game. Now, I'm not saying they could have. Who would have won? I rooted for them to win, but you didn't even give yourself a chance to win. You
Not at
you
all.
beat yourself.
No, you couldn't even get on the board. So it's just like, where's the fight?
Well,
Obviously we know Aaron Rodgers is not in the game, but I mean, dang, you're side by side with him, learning from him.
well, it's not like you're just out there trying to score by yourself. There is
No.
somebody standing in front of you preventing you, and that's the problem. It takes good play calling. It takes
Yeah.
confidence. And it takes discipline. Don't jump offside. Don't have a legal procedure.
Do
Don't
you
be
think
over
they
there
lost their
discipline.
time? Would you say that the Jets lost their confidence after Rodgers was out?
Yeah, I would say so. Because if you're banking on somebody to come and take you to the promised land, and then when he goes, it takes a
Yeah.
couple games to, it does. It takes a couple games to recover from that. But they're professionals. I mean, one man don't stop no show. So I
Yeah.
believe that they felt like, okay, we got over it. We lost the Hall of Famer. Now let's go play football.
And learn from your mistakes, because their attempts and what they actually achieved in the red zone today, they didn't achieve any of them, and they made 2 attempts. So I'm like, you need to work on that. Just like a couple other teams in the NFL need to work on that, like, Dallas.
Well, yeah,
Started
well, red
losing
zones is
early.
the hardest place on the field to score because the defense doesn't have to back up anymore. Now they can just face
Yeah.
and but you got a young quarterback. I mean, he got thrown in the fire, and he's got a great arm. He just has to learn how to read defenses a little better, know how to.
And not
He got
overthrow.
not overthrow, and he got rid of the ball pretty quickly a few times. But I just think that coaches, you can help out a lot better with throwing a little bit more shorter passes. And then he did a great job eluding Khalil Mack one time when he got and he scrambled to the right out there on the right hash mark, but then he got excited and missed through to a wide open tight end. It's like he's just standing there. Why are you throwing it away? Now you want to throw the ball away. He was standing there. He could easily got you 10 yards, but you decided to throw the ball in a bad place where he can't catch the ball. And see, that's what I mean. He's got to learn to settle down, make that easy throw. A-Bear looked great back there. Nice, easy passes. Putting some up on the ball, but just nice and easy. That one pass, though, I was a little upset with the defense. It was 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 9. Okay, they get the ball back, they got a chance to score. 3rd and 9, he drops back the pass. Pass rush was good. He stepped up in the pocket and he threw a could have been a 30-yarder, at least 25 yards. It was a long throw, and you would think that the corner would play just a little bit more tighter. Gave up way too much cushion. You're trying to prevent them from getting the first down, and you're already 10 yards past the man. I
Well,
mean, how
that
you
I
expect?
think, but that was the Jets' formula tonight, was to swap out their corners.
Well, I'm glad about that. Nothing wrong with swapping out the
Because
corners, but
I feel like that did in a way kind of help them until it didn't, but it helped them in
well,
the
don't
first.
give
It
up
helped them in the
10 yards.
at least the first 3 quarters. I've seen it working.
Yeah, well, don't give up 10 yards. If you trying to stop a guy from getting the first down, and it's 3rd and 9, and you're already 10 yards. You're already backpedaling. You're already beyond the first down marker.
Mm-hmm.
And if you backpedal, you're giving him room. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. It's a cover two. You got help over the top. Play man up. Make him beat you. You got a good pass rush back there. It's
Yeah.
not smart football. You got beat. You messed the game up. You self-destructed. Oh well, coach. You take the L along with the team. It just was it looked horrible, coach. And I didn't see you trying to help your team get out of it. You need to have just a little bit more excitement on that sideline.
Or
I
maybe
mean,
that might not be his MO. Same thing, like
well, well, this is football. Maybe it's not his MO, but you gotta let people know that you're there. I mean,
yeah.
I never see. Yeah, the coaches that I've seen, who are going back and forth on the sidelines, talking to their offensive line, or
Mm-hmm.
revving up the defense, pulling the quarterback to the side. He's a young quarterback. You should be in his ear the whole time, telling him, "Don't worry, you did good." I know you got quarterback coaches, but you're the chief. You're the one in charge. Fire up your other coaches too. Let them know, hey, get that play out a little sooner. Let's run something that's more feasible. We're not getting the 20 and 15-yard passes. Let's not, although
But
he did.
sometimes it's like I notice this trend of like fans and even commentators will start saying like the coach needs more fire under them, like they need more passion with their players. But it's one of those things, you either got it or you don't.
Well, exactly.
You
I
can't
agree.
teach to have passion for a game. So my thing is, if you're not getting it from them, then you probably need to get rid of them, because the same thing with other coaches and other teams. They got rid of them.
And players play to the spirit level of their coach. They take on the identity of the
Yes.
coach. He was way more excited when he was a defensive coordinator. I saw
Hmm.
that. I remember I saw him on the sideline for jumping up and down, fired up, pumping his fist, tapping all the players coming on and off the field. That
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't see that anymore. I see him over there trying to stay strong, trying not to let the game get to him, not sure. Well, nobody tell you to stop being who you are, coach. Look at Pete
No.
Carroll. He's marching up and down that sideline. And he's a
Yeah.
defensive coach too. He don't call no offensive plays, but he's still the same Pete Carroll. I
That's
mean,
how it should be, though.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
got to say who you
that's
are,
why I
right?
like and respect Dan Quinn. He's passionate.
Man, Dan Quinn, though, he's still an offensive lineman. That's who he
He
is.
wasn't necessarily a great head coach, but he's an amazing defensive coordinator.
Yes, yeah. And did he play? I thought he played O line. Well, nevertheless, he played the line, and he still brings that same lineman mentality to the team, and the players want to play for him
Mm-hmm.
because he's aggressive and he's tough, and he talks tough and he walks tough. And that's just what I like about it. He's got a great OC underneath him. In order to be the head coach of a team, you gotta have some smart coaches with you too. Bill Walsh proved that the coaches is what makes the team. You know,
Yes,
the assistant coaches, the quarterback coaches.
they're the structure
Look at
of the
that. Yeah,
team. They're going to
the
determine
players
how much discipline and how much accountability that the players are going to have.
exactly. The players mostly deal with their position coaches.
Hmm.
Those are the ones who they deal with most of the time. It's because those are the
Yeah.
ones who are training them in their positions. You talk to the coordinator when you learn the plays. The head coach is who makes the speeches and who, keeps the morale of the team. And they
Yep.
understand the team at the end of the day, he got the final say so.
Hmm.
But you learn to listen to your position coaches because is he the one gonna tell you come on and off the field? And so
So,
and even my boy Deion Sanders, I understand that he made a bad call last game, costing Colorado to lose an opportunity to run the clock out and end the half, and instead he called some plays with still too much time left on the clock and allowed the other team to get the ball.
mhm.
Right? And the media gave him hell for it. I mean, they got all over it, But the difference about Dion owned it like a man. He quickly said, "I blew it. I made a horrible decision." He didn't put that on his coaches. He chose to do it. He stood up for it. He realized he made a bad decision, but he was also smart
You
enough to
can't
remove his.
afford to make those bad decisions in terms of time
Well,
management.
no, he's not. I mean, so he learned, right? Obviously, one thing about Dion, he's emotional. So he learned that you can't be too emotional. You're not thinking straight. So yeah, you
Yeah,
want to
but
create
that's
something.
gonna be the flaw that stops y'all from winning. So it's like
Yeah.
you have to at some point adjust your identity a little bit because your team is watching you.
Well, I agree and I disagree. I think that we definitely need some sort of excitement from you, head coach. You want to let the players know that you're engaged in the game. But I think, um, you can't be so excited to where, you lose a sense of where you are in the game. You
Hmm.
still have to be able to think your way through because you got to make, depending upon how you set the structure of your team, you still got to make a great decision. But one thing's for sure, he's a gamer and he's teaching these young kids how to be gamers. Um, and they bit off a lot. I mean, they went to a tough league. They went to the Pac-12. You got 4 or 5 teams that are ranked in that conference. So he's proven to be a winner everywhere else. He's going to take his lumps and he'll figure it out.
Yeah,
So shout out to Coach Dion and Colorado. I hope you get better, Deanna. I
that
know it's
part.
not easy, playing with your operation and losing your feet, but you're hanging in there. So
Yes. And now something to look forward to for week 10. Back to
all right, here we go.
NFL. So of course Thursday we're gonna obviously cover the Panthers versus the Bears. That's at 7:15. So y'all make sure y'all stay ready for that. Who you think gonna win?
Panthers versus the Bears. That's a toss up. I you know the Panthers did finally get their first victory. Um, well, I'm happy for them for that. They got one victory, but and they didn't play a close game against the Texans. Amen. But I just think that right now they don't stand. Well, either team, it might go down. It might be 9-6. Either team is pretty. They can't score. Both teams look not too good. Both teams' defenses. I think the Panthers are going to win the game. I know that the Chicago Bears just picked up Rasul Douglas, a great corner from out of Green Bay.
Yeah.
But I just think that the Panthers. I like the little young quarterback. I think he's got an opportunity to play a big game, come out of Alabama. You
That's
know,
crazy. You said the Panthers though. So what you think the score gonna look like?
I think it's going to be a close game. I want to say, let's go 14-10.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
I
guess is
think,
Bears win 28-14. I think
you know,
even though they're not known right now to have like score high, I think this might be that game where both bad teams are gonna bring the best out of each other. So I think the Bears gonna come out on top.
you might got a good point there. I mean, the Panthers did put up close to 30 some points last game. You know,
So it's doable.
yeah, but the Bears defense is just a little tougher than the Texas and the Houston Texans. So we'll see. I just think it's going to be a close game. Um, who has home field advantage?
If I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to be in
What is it?
Chicago. I think they're supposed to be in Chicago.
So it's New Orleans versus Chicago.
No, no,
I
no.
mean,
Panthers versus the Bears.
Panthers versus. Well, yeah. Okay, they're up there in the Windy City, huh?
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Well, yeah, I still want to go with the Panthers. I think it'll be a close one. I want to say 14-10. I'm gonna stick with that. I
Okay.
think they go, yeah.
Next, we got the Colts versus the Patriots.
Uh-huh.
This should be, I'm not gonna say it should be a no-brainer, but the Patriots ain't doing good right now, and the Colts are doing decent.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I'm gonna say the Colts gonna come out on top 30-20.
Hey, that's not a bad prediction. I too am gonna go with the Colts. I just think, it's not a great year for Coach Belichick up there. He's got a
I think
young
it might be
quarterback.
time for him to hang it up, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It seems like the game's going past him. They're still playing for him, but he just don't have the right pieces. And so, yeah, I think the Colts, 28, probably 21.
Okay, so it's not too far off
No. Mm-hmm.
from what I'm working with. That's not bad.
Yeah, 28, 21. All right,
But
go
you know they're
Colts.
gonna score something. So next we got the Texans versus the Bengals. I'm looking forward to this game.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
don't want to I don't
uh,
want to sleep on the Texans necessarily. I feel like
don't sleep on
they're
the
one of those
Texans.
teams in the middle right now, and they've
Yeah,
just started to rebuild. I want to see that take place.
yeah. Shout out to DeMarco Ryan, the new coach, another defensive coordinator from the San Francisco 49ers. He's got that young quarterback, CJ Stroud, playing good down there. The defense is solid. I look
Yeah.
forward to them giving the Bengals a tough run for their money. I think this is going to be a high scoring game. Um,
Really?
yes, I think that the the defense will not be able to stop the Bengals, but I believe the young quarterback is a great passer. He's got two great young receivers down there. The
Mhm.
timing is good. I think this game is going to be 35-31. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Bengals 35-31.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be a great game.
I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be a high scoring game, but I think it'll definitely be a close game. So I see we're on the same page.
Yeah, yeah.
That so for me, I'm thinking 21-20 because I think it's just gonna be a battle of the defenses that day and trying to keep the score down.
Don't let me down, Joe Burrow. Don't go
I'm
down there
going
and lay
for
that.
them, but I can't just say the Texans ain't gonna come with nothing either.
Yeah, Texas is going to play hard. They
I
play hard
agree.
all season. Got to give credit to the coach. You got that team ready to play. You're probably a few short players away from being, a divisional threat. So right now, just keep playing. I know They're up and coming. Got a lot of draft picks, and so we look forward to them being a formidable opponent next season.
Okay. So next we have the Jaguars versus the 49ers.
Oh,
Now, based on the track record,
bang bang Niner gang.
stop lying.
bang
Stop the cap.
bang
Stop the
Niner.
cap. Why are you capping?
Oh, watch out! We're ready to redeem ourselves. Let's go Niners. Let's go
You
Niners.
think the Niners are going to beat the Jaguars?
Oh, well, what am I supposed to say? No, yeah, I do. I believe they're going to beat the Jaguars. The 49ers is a Super Bowl caliber team. The
What is
Jaguars,
what's in the California air? I'm so confused right now.
championship. We selling all kind of stuff over here, championship. Bang, bang. I believe the 49ers are going to redeem themselves. I believe Coach Shanahan has had a whole week to prepare for the Jaguars. I don't know about the running back if he's still hurt. We look forward to the quarterback is possibly he's a little big. He's gonna have a heck of a pass rush coming his way. He's gonna take some hits. You got one of the most feared pass rush in all of football, and now we added Chase Young. I look for him to have a couple sacks, a breakout season. I don't know what's going on with Armstead. You ain't gave me much this season. All right, D tackle. I don't want to see you get blown off the line this game, but the Jaguars look good. They got a good defense. They got a subpar offense. He's a great passer, but hopefully our secondary that worked on their game. Amen. That we're not going to play loose football. We're a great tackling team. The defense always keeps us in it. And if we can get our linebackers are healthy, we got Kinlaw and we got our fearless leader back there. So if we can come with a good game plan, yeah, I think we'll be all right.
What's the
Where are we playing at? Are we at home? Or I
Let-
believe the 49ers are at home, right?
They will be They will be in
Oh,
Florida.
no, we're going to Jacksonville. Duval.
Yeah.
We're coming down to Duval County.
So you saying the
Duval.
Niners gonna win?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe the Niners gonna win. I give the Niners a prediction to win this game. I say the 49ers win 28-20.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we average 30 points a game.
You
That's
bugging. I'm over here thinking my mind's on the Jaguars. I'm saying 38-14.
oh what? You I can't. You really think the Jaguars are gonna blow us out like that?
I said what
Oh
I
no.
said. I said what
That's
I said.
yeah, that's cap. We
That
heard you.
ain't cap. That's
Did you
all
hear that
facts.
49er? Did you hear that 49er faithful? Did you hear that faithful? Alexis, my cousin, believes that we're gonna let the Jacksonville Jaguars put up 38 points on us. I heard that.
Just wait.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited now. I can't wait.
I
What
can't
time
wait
do they
either
play?
to watch it. So now,
What time do they play?
12 o'clock.
12
Mhm.
o'clock Sunday. Be there, be square. Let's
Just
go
like the
Niners.
Niners will be after they lose.
And we got something to prove. We got something to prove. Oh my goodness.
Go ahead and
30.
catch that
Well,
Go ahead and catch that economy flight back home
yeah.
with your L in hand.
Well, we got a personal jet. Either way it go, we going in style. But I rebuke that when we going down to get the victory.
Y'all ain't nothing.
All
Nothing
right.
at all. So next we got the Saints or the Aints versus the Vikings.
The Saints versus the Vikings. Well,
They're
uh,
even right now with records. They're 5-4.
yeah, I like the way the Vikings play. The
And they
Vikings are
will be in
reckless.
Minnesota.
Yeah, they are a reckless abandoned team. I think the Saints are not a good road team. I think Derek Carr is a deer in the headlights. I think, I mean, he's got a lot of good pieces. They played good at home last week. I think he's gonna go up there to Minnesota. The crowd's gonna be loud. And, if they don't stop the running game, I think they're gonna be in trouble. And
You got that. You got that much faith.
well, New Orleans has a problem with stopping the run. And the young kid
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs, he looked like he'd been there all season. They said that they
And
were
they better
literally
be, the
calling.
Vikings better be lucky Cousins is still in it.
Well, they said that Josh Dobbs had just got traded to the Vikings, was literally did the best he could to learn some of the plays. He
Mm-hmm.
was in the huddle asking players, okay, what you got on this one? What you got? They were making up plays like schoolyard football in the huddle, and they won the game. So, I mean, shout out to Josh Dobbs for a great job coming in, filling in for the hurt Kirk Cousins, starting. I mean, how many times do you see that? The 1 week into a team and you starting? Yeah, look over him to take over that team. Kirk Cousins, I don't know. I mean, I doubt if they get rid of him, but it might
Not
not be
right
your
now,
week.
but they will.
Yeah, he's definitely out for the rest of the season. So we know who's going to lead that team right now. And if they're both 5-4, it's going to be a tough game. I think that's going to be the game that decides what's going to happen in both of their divisions. You know,
We'll see. But
Minnesota
I'm definitely
wins, they're
who?
going to be on the roll. Minnesota wins, that's back-to-back victories. They're going to be on the roll. And likewise for New Orleans, they win, that's back-to-back victories. They're going to be on the roll.
So who you
So,
got winning?
well, I want to go with the Minnesota Vikings. They're at home. I think the new quarterback, I liked him when he was at Arizona. I think he's going to make a difference. They got the best receiver back in Diggs, and Diggs can catch anything, anywhere, at any time. I like their tight end. He's another great receiver. He held it down when Diggs was gone. And their defense is here to play football. So, yeah, I want to pick them. I think the score is going to be 24-14.
Dang, we are close on predictions again. I said
Okay.
the Vikings are going to win, but I said 25-10.
Yeah, I don't see. I think
I
Derek
don't
Carr's
see the
going to have a horrible
Saints,
night.
but they could prove us wrong. I just don't see the Saints scoring any higher
No,
than 10 points.
no, they're going to kick a bunch of field goals.
They
Derek
are.
Carr, he doesn't play good back-to-back games. He's totally inconsistent. And
People
he's
still want to believe in the bucket, huh?
yeah, that car right there got mufflers dragging the ground. A couple of dents on the side. We'll see what happens.
He got more than dents. That boy engine going out. And then last but not least, our night game, we got the Broncos versus the Bills.
Broncos versus the Bills.
Yep.
Well,
and they will be in New York.
I'm gonna make this one easy for you. Bills, 30-17.
30-17?
Yeah, Bill.
Okay.
I doubt if they even score that. Bills 30-17. I think the Bills Mafia is going to be on livid behind the loss that they took. I think that they're going to come back and make an example out of Russell Wilson. He's going to get chased all night long. They might put up 40.
Okay, because my guess is I'm thinking Bills are going to take it, but 38-14.
Oh, there you go. So
I think it's going to be an embarrassment.
yeah, they're going to run all over.
I hope Russell Wilson proves me wrong because I love Russell Wilson, but I just don't know if the Broncos is his final destination.
Well, Sierra doesn't get the pub that old Taylor Swift getting, but we see that Russell Wilson is trying to step his game up a little bit. He's been playing a lot better these last couple of games, but they just can't stop nobody.
Right.
You know?
So then it makes me think then obviously they're gonna keep Russ. So now they need to focus more on their defense.
Yeah, he needs defense. He needs another receiver, a running back. I mean, they need a lot up there.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, man. He's on the run half the time. He ain't got no blocking. I just wow, what's going on, Coach Sean Payton? You should have made a lot of trades during the trade season.
But
You
Sean
know,
Payton, I was confused him going to the Broncos. That don't that's oil and water to me.
Coaches have this attitude. They want to go somewhere and turn the program around and prove what kind of coaches they were.
He
But
should have went to New York then or something. If you want to turn a team around, but
well,
the
maybe
Broncos,
the opportunity probably wasn't there. But I know he did have two other opportunities. You're right. I don't know if it was New York, but I do know I thought it wouldn't
Dallas
have
wanted
been.
him.
Yeah, but he didn't probably want to work with Jerry Jones. I thought the
Well,
Broncos was a good thing.
Jerry was willing to fold and let him have more control. Only for Sean Payton, though. He wasn't going to do that deal for nobody else in terms of loosening the reins.
Right.
He was going to give Sean Payton the wiggle room that he needed to help Dallas thrive.
Great coach. It's a great coach.
But if Sean Payton doesn't turn the Broncos around, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike McCarthy doesn't do well with the Cowboys. I wouldn't be surprised if they called him again.
Yeah, well, they usually give you 2 to 3 seasons to see how you're gonna do. But I know he's already planning for the out season right now.
Yeah.
He's got to be prepared for the off season. I mean, we need everything. So he's looking to make trades. He's looking to get to that second and third round draft pick. That's what you use to fill your team up with. They need help on the defensive side of the ball with the linebackers. I mean, they just need help all over the field. Special teams are weak. I think a lot of those guys are practice squad guys. So yeah, they just need a lot of help. And right now, I just still trying to figure out what was Russell Wilson thinking. Did he ask for a trade? I believe he did.
He did. I could have sworn Russell asked for a trade.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what were you thinking.
But the
what
Broncos,
was not going right? Yeah, what was not going right up there?
You could have went anywhere.
Yeah, I mean the Broncos.
I mean, he would have been he would have been better off of like the LA Chargers or something.
Well, maybe who got to him? John Elway. John Elway is a great manager. And he probably told him, "Hey, look, we're both quarterbacks, man. I'm gonna build something around you." Well, it's got to next year to do it.
Sold him a false dream. I ain't seen nothing get restructured yet.
He sure needs help.
So stop the cap, Denver Broncos, please and thank you.
Well, I think we both understand who we think is gonna win that game. Bills, Mafia.
Yeah, they'll definitely redeem themselves on this game. Well, that wraps up our Monday Night Football coverage and our upcoming games. I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe at Recap Sports Focus on YouTube, and you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Recap
Hit that
Sports
like
Focus.
button. Hit that like button.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
All right. Have a good night. Recap, no catch. And we in the building.
What's good? If y'all like what y'all saw today, be sure to hit that subscribe button.